of my hikes recently, I discovered this lovely little pine tree forest. It looked like straight out of a fairy tale, and I was enchanted. I could have spent hours staring at the way sun was playing around on the lush forest floor, or at the tree branches quietly swinging in the wind, while being surrounded by the distinctive scent of the pine tree needles. Whenever I'm spending my day off like this, I feel deeply happy, and yet I still get this little worry in the back of my mind of whether I should be doing something more outgoing and spectacular. At the same time, over the years, I've become increasingly more comfortable with embracing my own weirdness and just trying to follow my heart. I've always had trouble fitting in, ever since I was a young child. Whether it was me being too sensitive, too intense, or too much in my own world, people around me always seemed to have an idea about how to fix me. Why are you like that? And you should do or be this or that way, are some of the phrases I've been hearing repeatedly since I was a kindergartner, both from adults and other kids. This eventually made me feel like I was somehow deeply flawed. There were also moments of light, when someone recognized I have trouble fitting in, but still chose to accept me as I am. I remember my teacher from the 3rd grade once writing in my end of the school year card, "Dear Laura, remember, everyone has their place under the sun." That was a sweet thing to write to a little kid who probably felt like they didn't belong. And she was right. Everyone has their place, even if it will take a little bit more time to find out where and how. In the past, I would work very hard on changing myself to better fit in what was deemed as acceptable and normal. Now, I've instead slowly started to embrace myself for who I am, without needing to sacrifice my true self. Although it's been a little bit lonely journey, it has also given me inner strength, peace and love that I didn't have when I was younger and trying so hard to fit in. Over time, I've discovered that there are other people who have troubles similar to mine, which has made me feel less alone. Also, I've learned to become an excellent friend to myself. I'm not scared to simply enjoy my own company anymore. I'm close with my family, and I have a loving partner with whom I share my everyday life. And of course, I feel deep connection with the nature around me. Instead of shaping myself into some mold, I now try to know my true self as well as I can, with all its ebbs and flows, and see them as something I can work with in my own way. I try to see them as my unique qualities and traits that make up who I am. I think that to some degree, all of us have some odd characteristics that we tend to hide in order to fit in better. But is it worth it if the price we pay is disconnecting from our true selves and always feeling like we are trying to hide and mask? As always, thank you so much for joining me here today. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. In the end of this video, I will have a little sit-down chat. I hope to see you there. And if not, take very good care of yourself and see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye. Hello there. My name is Laura. Welcome to my channel. This is my first time doing this sit-down chat, so apologies in advance if I seem stiff or awkward or funny in any other way. So I recently went on a hike in the natural area here close by, and I discovered this lovely pine forest patch there, and there I collected these pieces of pine tree bark that I used to make small decorations for our home here, and they turned out quite fun. Yeah, it was a really fun project. It was fun to work with the natural materials and just sort of see what comes out of them. Pine trees are actually quite special trees to me because I'm originally from the northern part of Europe, and there it's quite a pine forested area. And also when I was little, my mom used to take me on these walks in the pine forest, and I have really early fond memories of watching those trees and collecting pine cones and smelling the scent of pines, and they're really special trees to me. So in today's video I wanted to talk about a topic that has been quite central in my life, and I was hoping that maybe I can reach out to someone who can relate or who needs some words of encouragement. I think it's really important to embrace our true selves and learn to know our natural selves. And I think that's so important. If we are the sort of odd ones in the group, we are often told by well-meaning other people to do something differently or change ourselves in order to fit in better. And I just think it can, if we keep doing that long term, it can really disconnect us from our true selves, and it can also be exhausting to always mask sort of and to be someone else than who we are. I think it's really important to learn to embrace our true selves and to have that as a starting point for anything else. And yeah, I just wanted to put my part of this out there and say that it's not end of the world if you are a bit strange, and it will all work out as long as you stay true to yourself and find out what works for you. By the way, I don't mean self-growth. Self-growth, I think, means growing, but having our true self as a starting point, and changing means being someone else than who we are. Yeah, I just wanted to put this out there and say that it will all work out. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say today, actually. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and thank you so much for the support. It has meant a lot to me, really. And I hope to see you very soon again. And take very good care of yourself. Bye bye.